Hey, it's been a while since we had our last episode on our previously named My L.C.M, My Life in 20s and 30s. We had deeply anticipated that the podcast that we had started before will not click due that my stories are not that deep thought much. Recently, after my August monthly interview sessions, I was really wondering if it will click, but then I realized that the said podcast wouldn't click that so enough. For that's the reason why we paused for a while and think of something that could keep us alive and deepen more on our life in the past. That's why here we are, and we're back with our podcast with a brand new name where we're going to soar high that much that we're going to share our life in the recent and in the past with a new theme podcast called Soaring High. We conceptualized this thing because we wanted everyone to take time to reflect on their life that could soar high like a butterfly or even a bird or any creature that really flies. Excuse me for the BCBs who are working so hard like a regular employee and that their queen bee is like an employer. So, with this, we're now back to our own self again. And we're now taking this time to look back and move forward to those times that were totally focused before. And we'll see how to move on to those past moments in life with some thoughts from the past memories we had. Welcome to Soaring High, a brand new season of My L.C.M. And take note again, it's not least common multiple, it's life changing moments. Love hurts. This was my status during the end of our second year college life. Na-realize niyo ba yon? Na para bang ito yung quote na talagang madalas kapag iniwanan ka ng jowa sasabihin mo, love hurts. But I couldn't imagine how we surpassed that life behind. But I was asking myself over and over and over again, why did I go write the status that way? Story time. I was just recently thinking of this quote over and over and deeply dive down to a moment way back when I was in high school, particularly when I was about to graduate in my Catholic school of where I met my girlfriend. Naalala ko pa ang momentum na talagang isa-isang bumabalik sa akin ang mga katagang, gusto mo bang makasama mo ako? Kasi sa dinami-dami ng mga crush ko since elementary, napag-isip-isip ko to give up all my qualifications when I met you. Ayoko ng pangalanan yung babae na yun. At kung nakikinig man siya, hi sa'yo, sana maayos ang iyong kalagayan at nawa magkaroon ka ng matiwasay na buhay kasama ang bago mong karelasyon. Going back, when that girl was still with me, sinabi niya ang tatlong letter word without hesitations. And that word made me absolutely happy. Alam niyo na yon. It's YES. We were on that time noong September 11, 2007. Tumapat pa sa anniversary na kung saan nagkaroon ng kaguluhan pa noon sa US. But what I was wondering, bakit ko pa na-open up sa kanya yun at natapat pa sa WTC bombing anniversary? Na-realize ko na baka magkaroon din ng spark and then after quite some time, makakaroon din ng development sa amin sa isa't isa. When I was about to write this episode, I was thinking paano ko pakakawalan ang moment na ito. Now that we're here, tuloy natin ang story. After she said yes, babae talaga siyang tunay. It made me realize na malaking responsibilidad ang nakabalikat sa akin at kailangan kong ma-nurture. But what I was thinking at the back of my mind that time ay paano ko ma-approach ang kanyang buong angkan. So, nag-isip talaga ako ng paraan para mapa-impress ko ang mga magulang niya at the same time sa kapatid niya. Now, we're enemies before, but now friends again. Shoutout kay Brother Roms! Salamat sa iyo at hindi mo ako pinabayaan. Sa hinabahaba man ang pinag-awayan natin noon dahil hindi ko na-nurture na maayos ang naging relasyon namin ng kapatid mo, yes, kapatid niya yung ex ko noon na ngayon nag-isip ako kung truly love hurts na nga bang maituturing yung situation na sinasabi niya di umano'y meron na daw na mahal na iba ang aking previous girlfriend. But deeply thinking sa lahat ng bagay na aking pinagdadaanan, with all those deep challenges, with all those deep thoughts, with all those deep everything that sunk into my mind, it made me realize na baka merong binigay sa akin na pagkakataon na baka kailangan baguhin ko pa ang aking mga pinagsasabi-sabi at ginagawa na hindi ko namang sinasadyang magkamali ako. And speaking of love hurts, after all those giving up qualifications and after all those naakyat legal traditional moments na ginawa ko sa aking previous girlfriend, this led me to thinking of the question, is my relationship deeply diving down to the so-called term love hurts? But before I jump into conclusions, dahil nabitin kayo sa kwento ko kanina, ituloy na muna natin ang kwentuhan ng aking buhay. So right after that tip thing, na talagang binigyan ko ng pagkakataon ng sarili ko to customize the things para mahalin ko lang ang naging girlfriend ko na ngayon ex ko na. It made me time to do the so-called akyat legal traditional thing. Nowadays kasi ang panliligaw ay hindi nag-aanong kadip so much because of social media. Pero bago nag-boom yan, talagang todo effort ka to come to their house para kausapin mo buong angkan niya. From the mother, down to the father, down to their aunt and uncle na may matching mano pusain pa yan ha at sasabihan ka pa ng kaawaan ka ng Diyos. To think na talagang madali ang panliligaw ko sa kanya, lalo na dyan sa mga nag-iisip na talagang madaling ang panliligaw, but sorry to say, it's really not that easy. Kailangang effort, todo effort ka to impress them. That's why I didn't had hesitations to court her and her whole family with the exception of her brother. But meron ding moments na talagang naging magkaayos din kami ng brother niya. But what deeply troubles me right now is it really love hurts for me after ko malaman yung sinabi sa akin ni Brother Roms na meron na daw ibang minamahal ang kanyang kapatid na naging girlfriend ko noon. My thoughts? I think it's not that much. But what really matters most is that love could really hurt sometimes. But it could lead also to some moment na talagang kailangan mo ring pag-isipan to how to move on and move forward. So with that, talagang iba ang feels kapag meron kang minamahal na tunay. Thank you so much for listening and I hope na may natutunan ka sa episode na ito. If you feel like you're in my situation, comment na sa episode na ito sa Spotify at ishare mo rin ang iyong kwento ukol sa iyong buhay. So this is JM and I hope you could reflect on your life para di ka masaktan dahil love is everywhere. Pero kung iniwan ka ng iyong jowa, ay talagang love hurts really. Take care and catch me again on my next episode of My L.C.M Soaring High. Soar high like spreading wings up in the air and love you.